talk about the Vet SOS podcast expanding to almost its little own podcast network. Sean, thanks for stopping by. How are you?
Oh, doing great, Neil. How are you doing today?
Good, good. You always got to think bigger, 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 bigger. But you really started to reach out and not just the Vet SOS story. The big thing is it's transition story. That's what your whole podcast is about. But you decided to look further into two other entities, and now they're going to be kind of like their own podcasts in a way. But kind of explain.
Yeah, so much goes into the transition when you transition out of the military, Neil. And we started 2 years ago, focused on those transition organizations and the people working in that space. And so this year we took a look at ways that we could help expand upon how we're helping people. And two things jumped out. One, a lot of people pursue going to college when they transition out of the military. So we decided, all right, let's do an educational resource spotlight where we look at the organizations that are helping people with school, and then also looking at the veteran programs on school, on campus. So we've been, setting that up and bringing people in to talk to with these different programs, so we can help people make a better decision on the schools they go to based on what the veteran services are. And then the other piece of that is the veteran entrepreneurial spotlight, because the other big pathway we see people do is start their own business. So we're bringing in veteran and veteran spouse entrepreneurs to come on and talk about their journey into entrepreneurship, why they did it, the resources they used, and then, of course, promote their business a little bit.
And that's key because the entrepreneurs looking for that. And then I think the one that's interesting is the universities and the colleges and those conversations. That education one is intriguing as well because you're learning more and more how veterans can be helped and providing a real group of resources that you hope that SOS is able to bring, especially as the foundation as well, that you have lots of different organizations, different people that they can reach out to when they're ready to transition from the military.
Absolutely. I mean, because knowledge is power. So you don't know what you don't know. And you typically transition once out of the military. So it's not like you can go to your supervisor in the military and ask how to transition, because they don't know. They've never done it, most likely. So we're trying to help, close that gap a little bit and show you the different things that are out there for you so that you can make an educated decision on what you want to do as you leave the military.
Okay, so let's drive go bigger and deeper into this whole thing and the excitement about some of the when do we expect these two other podcasts to launch?
So we've already launched the Entrepreneur Spotlight. It's been going for the last month. Very excited about it. We are booked out through the end of the year already for the Entrepreneur Spotlight. A lot of veteran and veteran spouses out there. They want to come on and talk about their business and tell you how they did it. Very excited about that. So much passion there. And then the Educational Spotlight will officially launch next Thursday. You'll see that at 7 p.m. on your typical podcast platforms and YouTube and across social media. And some of the colleges we've talked to and the programs and what they're doing, absolutely amazing. I had no idea that much stuff was happening for veterans on campus. It's very exciting.
So give us a little tease of what stuff's happening on campus for veterans.
So there's one school that you'll see that we've talked to. They actually do a whole Thanksgiving thing for those students that don't have the time to go home. Doesn't have to be a veteran; it could be anything. But they run it out of the veteran center, and they do this whole Thanksgiving essential meal thing where people can come and just hang out, because it's a short little break. And then, of course, Christmas, everybody goes home, and in summer, people go home, things like that. But it's just a way that they can help give back to the college community and take care of the students that are out there. So just something little like that just really tells me how great the culture is down there. And so we're excited to bring these types of stories.
They're fantastic. Seem like amazing stories and how veterans can do this. So it's a pretty much a challenge, wouldn't you think, for a veteran to go back to school after they retire?
Well, it definitely can be. It's teaching old dog new tricks kind of thing, where you're trying to continue to expand your learning. But I'm a firm believer that we should always be trying to grow ourselves in one way, shape, or form. So that continuous education, that lifelong learning, you really should be pursuing it in one way, shape, or form. And for me, I enjoy going to school and classes and things like that. So there's a lot of people out there that are in that same boat, where they want to go out there, they want to learn more, they want to take classes. So we're going to be able to augment the research you've already done. You're going to go in there and you're going to find out about the degree programs and that type of thing. We're going to tell you what they're doing specifically for veterans and maybe help you make that final decision.
All right. Best place people can find information on you is go where?
VetSOSpodcast.com. You can find everything right through there. Get you to all the different platforms to watch or listen to the show. And of course, you can always donate to the Veterans Sharing Our Stories 501c that we're working on standing up right now, right through the website.
All right. You're listening and watching the Neil Haley Show.